Hi friends, in this video we will study about data types. So there are built-in data types in the Python, which are these data types you can see on the screen. First, numeric data type, int, float, complex. These are the numeric data types. After that, string data type, list, tuple, range, dictionary, set, frozen, set, boolean, bytes, byte array, data types, memory view, and non-data types. So first of all, I want to let you know about the numeric data type. Further, we will teach step by step all the data types. So here, Python numbers data types. There are three numeric data type in Python: int, float, complex. Variables of numeric types are created when you assign a value to them. For an example, as you know already, this is variable. I have assigned 1 in this x variable, and this is y is variable. I have assigned 2.8 in this variable. Z is variable. I have assigned 1 j. This is the value of this variable. So I want to print all these. So I will run the program. You can see on the screen 1, it's the integer. I have written here it's the integer data type. Second 2.8, it's a float data type. And this one is complex data type, 1j. These are the data types. And other example, these are the values of integer data type. X is equal to 1, and y is equal to this value. I have assigned this all the value in y variable, and z minus 3 to this value is assigned in the z variable. So I want to print all these values. See here, the values has been displayed on the screen. These all values are integer values. Now I will let you know about the float. So I have assigned the value 10.23 in x variable, and y variable has this value, and z variable has this value. So I want to print out these values. So see here, there is the output 10.23. This is a float value, and all the values has a float values. So see here that all the values are in points. So point value means that these are the float values. So now complex data type, x is equal to 3 plus 5j, and y is equal to 5j, and z is equal to minus 5j. So if I print it, see here, the every value has been displayed on the screen. So you can see these values are the complex data type. So now I want to show you that getting the data type. So how can we know that which is x value, which is this data type? So for the knowing, we use a type function. If we want to know that which is this data type, I want to use the type function for knowing the values of x, that which is a data type has a x value. So here I have written this, the print and type. This is, you have to write like this, as I have written already. I have prepared this lecture for you guys, so you have to follow the step by step as you can understand well. So if I print this value, you can see this is x. I have printed here x. I want to see the x value, and type. I also want to know about the type of x, which has the type of x. Now you can see the integer. X is an integer value. So now see y, this value, see here, this value is float. You can see this, I have printed here y. So I want to check the type of y. So y has a float value. And now if I see a type of z, you can see the complex value, because z has 5j. This is the complex value. So like this you have to practice, and if you have any query, then you can contact me directly on my group and on in the personal meeting. You can contact me. So now I want to show you that how can I change the data types. So here, type conversion, you can convert from one type to another with the int, float and complex methods. So here you can see these are the values: integer, float and complex. So I want to convert the floats and integer and complex values each other. First of all, I want to convert the integer value in the float. See here, convert from int to float. I have written here a is equal to float. You have to write the data type. In which data type do you want to convert the value? So I want to convert the integer value in float type. So I have written here a is equal to float, then x value you can see here. This is 1. It is, what is it? It's integer value. So it will be printed. What will be printed? It will be printed float value, as I show you. See here, this has been printed float value. So now if I talk about this b and convert from float to integer, before we have converted integer to float, now we will convert float to integer. B is equal to int y. What is y? See here, y is a float value. See, so I want to convert this float value into integer. So how will I? You have to follow these steps. So I will write here b is equal to int, and in the brackets I will write y, then want to print the b. See here, b value has printed 2. So you can see here, what is here? 2.8. It means that before it was a float value, now it has been converted into integer value. So now we will convert from int to complex. So integer value 1. Already I have been told you this is the one integer value. Now I want to convert this value into complex. So how will I do? First I have assign another variable. It's c is equal to complex. I have to give here data type. Any data type in which you want to convert the data, you have to write that data type there. So I have already given the data. So I want to convert integer into complex. Integer x, I have written x in the brackets. After that I will print this one. So when I print this one, what will I do? Then I will get the answer. You can see here the complex. This is the data type complex. It means that integer has been converted into complex. So this was all about the data type. So I have told you that how can we use the data type. First of all, we have covered the number data type step by step. There are other data types. These you can see here. We have only completed this. In further videos I will cover all the data types of which are remaining. So I have, in this video I have completed only numeric data type. So I hope that you will understand what have I taught you today. So follow the steps as you can gain these knowledge as soon as possible. If you have any query, you can contact me. Thank you.